Happening right now, a group protesting the expansion of I-475 taking their fight to an overpass this afternoon, saying that the project is actually going to do more harm than good. Our Michael Sandlin joins us from the side of the protest. Michael, bring us up to speed.
Well, Jeff, the protest is over, but just a little bit ago, we saw about 15 to 20 people standing out here against expansion on I-475. And still with me right now is actually one of the leaders of the I-475 Neighborhoods Coalition. This is Peggy Daly Masternak. Good evening, Peggy.
Hi.
So, first and foremost, ODOT says that expansion is going to make things safer, but you disagree. Can you explain to me why you feel that way?
Because their own data that they have up at their website currently, by their consulting engineer, Manick and Smith, shows that when the highway is expanded, the fatalities and incapacitating injuries will go up to 29%. The more serious injuries will go up to 21%, and less serious but still an injury is going to go up by 18%. The numbers that may decrease could be fender benders, but frankly, we feel that people's lives are much more important than property.
This is data that anyone has access to.
At ODOT's website on the project, I'm sorry, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it could be easily found at ODOT's website.
And you told me before that there's other concerns you have as well. I know you mentioned the financials as well.
Correct. Their construction budget is also part of the data that they have up. And the construction of the expressway itself right now stands at about $109 million. That was actually in May, and we know that the numbers have gone up since then. But what they do to the construction, and that's for all the pavement and the lighting and anything that's on the expressway, they pad those construction budgets by 30%, and then on top of that, they add another 24.1%. My husband used to do this as his life's work. In the private sector, you do put in for contingencies, usually 5, never more than 10%. So by the time all's said and done, they're padding the construction contract by 61%, and taxpayers are paying for that.
So these are definitely some serious concerns that you want to bring to them. Have you been able to have those conversations directly with ODOT?
Well, we've tried. ODOT has chosen to pick other people as stakeholders, and some of those stakeholders don't even live in Ohio. We found, and we just had the list of stakeholders finally released to us yesterday. One is in Sacramento, California, one is in Atlanta, Georgia, and one is in Chicago, Illinois. Why do they get a voice on what happens on I-475 in Toledo, Ohio, when if you looked around this neighborhood and many neighborhoods along the way, they weren't allowed to come to the table?
Okay, so you guys held this protest today to try to, raise concern. What happens here? What do you guys do next?
We are definitely coming to ODOT's meeting tomorrow. They're doing 2 sessions. We will present our concerns, but we also want people to know we have other ideas, alternative to this. It isn't just don't build it and let's walk away. Other cities are putting in incredible developments, removing highways, developing on top of them. All kinds of ideas exist, but ODOT has refused to consider anything but widen. So until they listen to those concerns about why we don't want it widened and what the alternatives are, and by the way, in some of those cities, we're finding the economic development that occurs from the rethinking the highway can be up to $1 billion. Couldn't City of Toledo use $1 billion in economic development?
Absolutely. All right. Well, Peggy, thank you so much for sharing your time. WTO11 will also be at those meetings tomorrow. They're going to be at the the Epworth United Methodist Church. That's where we're going to find ODOT tomorrow at 2:30 and 5:30. We will be there to bring you their side of the story as well. Reporting in West Toledo, Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.